Hi everybody, it's Howard Newman here, Howard Rock and Roller. Anyway, I'm here at my Florida Craps Pit in Fort Lauderdale, and I'm going to teach you today a different type of toss. It's called Dice Magic. Now this toss was taught to me way back around 2009, maybe 2010. I was with Golden Touch for a long time. From the very beginning days, I was one of the instructors and partners. But then around the end of 2008, I left to go on my own, but I get kind of lonely just playing by myself. So I joined again with the old PAR group, where it all started. That's where Dice Control started, with Jerry Patterson and Sharpshooter back around 2000, 2001. So I went back with them, and by then they had a different instructor. Sharpshooter had retired, so they had a different instructor named Walt Diem. He was known as the Sage. He has long white beard, and he was an ex-Navy pilot. So he had a different concept on throwing the dice. Now I knew the par toss. You know, when I say the par toss, that was the original name of the toss. And we all know that toss, you know, where we throw it like this. You know, the dice are together, they land beautifully. You know, I'm an expert from the end. I love shooting from the end and from stick right and left as well. But the magic toss is called Dice Magic because the sevens seem to disappear when you use it. Now, it's a different type of concept with the par toss. It's like this. The Dice Magic toss is more like this. Your arm comes straight up. Now, in the class I was explaining way back, it's like shaking somebody's hand. That's the angle right here. It's a 45-degree angle. So when you throw the dice, it should be on a 45-degree angle. So I'll show you how I do it. Also, before I forget, I just want to remind everybody, because I do forget once I start teaching. I forget because I get so focused. I'm here in Fort Lauderdale teaching, and I shuttle back and forth. I have two places where I teach right now. I have a craps pit in Fort Lauderdale, and that's what you're looking at right now. It's a very big space, my living room and everything. And then I have another space in Las Vegas. I have a condo in Las Vegas, and I have a 12-foot table over there too. So I teach in Las Vegas. It's just 3 miles off the strip. So it's pretty close. And I teach out there as well. So I may spend like a month in Fort Lauderdale, then take a break and take a month out in Las Vegas, come back to Fort Lauderdale. And you can see my schedule on Howard Rock and Roller's Craps group. That's my Facebook group. I always advertise there, and I also write stories every day. Howard Rock and Roller's Craps group on Facebook, and also on my website, howardrockandroller.com. You'll see my schedule as well there, and videos too. So if you're watching my videos, please subscribe. Anyway, so, oh, I almost forgot. I gotta tell you this too before I get started. I am also now a casino host. So if you need a room I'm an independent host working with my friends at Premier Casino Hosting. So if you need a room at any Caesars property, any cruise ship, or as well as Stations casinos, you know, Palace Station and Red Rock Casino, they're all station casinos. I can be your host and get you free rooms, comp rooms. So give me a call if you're interested in that. And now I'm doing Dice Cruises. So we had our first Dice Cruise, Dice Cruise #1. It was so successful, and the students did so well on the ship. I mean, one student had a 50 number, his name was Darren, had a 50. Another fellow had a 40. I mean, we really did great in the casinos. And we're doing another Dice Cruise #2. And that's coming up November 5th through November 12th. And just about everybody that came on Dice Cruise #1 signed up again for Dice Cruise #2, because we all made money and we had a fun time cruising in the Caribbean and playing craps every night together. It's just fantastic. So we'll do it again, Dice Cruise #2, and probably we'll do Dice Cruise #3 and 4, you know, into the future in 2024. But right now we're going to concentrate on 2023. So it's going to be November 5th through November 12th. Okay, it's Caribbean cruise out of Miami on the Oasis of the Seas. Top of the line, Royal Caribbean, with some of the biggest ships with 2 craps tables on it, nice sized casino, good shows. So I just wanted to let you know about that. And if you want to go on the dice cruise, or if you want to get a room in a Caesars property or a Stations casino, or you want to take a class with me here in Fort Lauderdale or Las Vegas, just give me a call, 954-599-8648. And also I have an email, howardrockandroller@gmail.com. You can write to me that way too. And you know what? I forgot one more thing, because I don't use a script. I just talk from the top of my head and from the heart. So one other thing. So the Indians, the Seminole Indians, which is located here in Florida, they just got their lawsuit case resolved. They won their case. So we are finally getting craps here in Florida, starting October 5th. So come on down to Fort Lauderdale. We'll do a class here, a tune-up here, whatever. We'll go to the casino, and there's a Coconut Creek Casino 5 minutes away from here, where they'll have a craps pit of 4 tables, and roulette as well, and blackjack, all the games. And then we have the Hard Rock Casino, that big 55-story guitar-shaped casino. That's the Hard Rock, the Hollywood Hard Rock, and that's right near the airport, which is within a half hour of my home here in Fort Lauderdale. So come on down to Florida, and let's check out the casinos, the Indian casinos, and let's beat them. But anyway, let me show you Dice Magic. We're getting back to what I was talking about earlier. So it's the all 7 set. I take the hard way set, and I double pitch the back die. 1, 2. I turn it over. Now, because I'm left-handed, I look at the number 2. It's a 5. It's a 2 in front, 5 in the back, and that's my aim. I have to aim it on a 45-degree angle. I take the dice here. I just relax and lift my arm straight up. There it is, and that is a 4. And the dice, they don't stay together. They stay kind of together when they go in the air. When they land, they break apart off the 7 set onto the box numbers. That's the magical part of the toss. Well, let me do it again. Here we go. 45-degree angle, up and out. And that is a beautiful toss, and that's a 10. So we had a 4 and a 10. Let's try it again. And that is a 3. You let all kinds of numbers. Sometimes you get into a trend where you start hitting hard ways, and the same number over and over again. That was a nice toss. That was another 3. There we go. Good for repeat a bet. But I actually did this toss from stick left, and had a 72 number roll with this in Biloxi over at Treasure Bay. And it's just a beautiful toss. It's very relaxed, very easy. You don't get any heat because it looks nothing like the par toss. So that's why I like to use it. It gives me another tool, because I'm terrific at the par toss. I used to teach it. Well, I still do teach it. But I was one of the top instructors of Golden Touch back in the day. And that's what we taught, the par toss. But I like having other tools in your toolbox, so that if one toss isn't working, you have another toss you could use. And also, I use this a lot of times if there are a lot of chips in my way, especially if it's a crowded table and everybody's at pass line bets with odds, or which is even worse, the don't better that builds up a whole roadblock over here. So there's no place for the dice to land. I use this toss because I could land this toss right in front of the chips and they bounce right over it. And I don't have to worry about the dice staying on axis. That double pitch, that dreaded double pitch on axis when I use the hard way set and you just don't throw it right, it double pitches. With this toss, it's more forgiving. You don't have to worry about that. Just throw it on a 45-degree angle, have the back die land first, like this, boom, boom. And you throw lots of box numbers. So take a look, I'll do it again. Like this. Here we go. Okay, hard 6. That was it. No, that was not a hard 6. That was, what was that? That was a 4 and a 2. That was a regular 6. Okay, here we go. And that was a good shot. That was an 8. A 5 and a 3. And let's see here. and that is a, what was that? That was a 3 to 3. One more time. There we go. And that's a 9. Okay? So that's how the shot's done. Now sometimes if I go to a table that's bouncy, and what I do is I just do the same shot, but I lower the trajectory. So I do it like this. Just like that. Lower, 9. So instead of doing it high, I'm just throwing it lower, just like that. So the dice don't bounce off the table. That's a 4. So it works on a hard table or a soft table. There we go. And now it's a 10. So I just throw numbers all day long. It's a great toss. So hope you come see me. I'll teach you how to do it. It looks easy, but I have to show it to you to get the right angle and the right way of throwing it. If you notice, it's a knuckleball. They're not spinning around. So I'll show you how you release it so it doesn't spin. And it's a great toss. And I hope to see you either in Fort Lauderdale, Las Vegas, or on Dice Cruise number 2. I thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Thank you.